Good day everyone. So today I am having Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, the best mobile phone of the year when it was launched. Well, I can say still the best phone using it in 2026. So this phone cannot be updated to Android 16 or I can say to One UI 8. But if you have unlocked the bootloader, you can install the latest ported ROM of the One UI 8 on this mobile phone. Galaxy Note 20 Ultra model number that I have is N985F/DS dual SIM mobile phone, and this is what I got on my mobile phone. The ArtisanROM version you can see One UI 8.0 Android 16. Well, Note 20 Ultra users will get surprised looking at the One UI 8 version on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Not only this, I got the latest build, the 3.1.1 for the C2S. C2S is the code name of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. While stock firmware does not have Galaxy AI on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. After flashing the One UI 8 ported ROM, you will get Galaxy AI. You can take benefits using it. The Galaxy AI is definitely awesome. Making a video is not an easy job, and if you are getting help from my videos, if you want to appreciate my work, you can just like the video, keep sharing it with others. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, click or tap the subscribe button, click or tap the bell icon, click or tap the select all. Thank you. Things which are working very fine with this board is the Samsung DeX. Bluetooth working all the way fine. No disconnectivity with the Wi-Fi. No signal strength issues. Make a call. Calling is working fine. Even you can record calls during call, or you can set automatically record all the calls. SMS working fine. Incoming and outgoing. Check out the QS panel of the One UI 8. Super fast charging is working properly with this ROM. The third-party apps can now display live ongoing notifications in your now bar and lock screen. The camera application all the way working fine. All the modes working perfectly with this port. The portrait mode working fine. Take pictures, record videos till 4K resolution. No worries, no tension. Rear camera and front camera both working absolutely fine. One UI will give you an opportunity to make video as a lock screen wallpaper. Yes, you can set the video as a lock screen wallpaper. Like for example, if you ever turning on the screen, the video will play on the lock screen, which looking very beautiful. Even you can set your own video as a wallpaper. I have this wallpaper on the lock screen, and if I swipe to unlock the screen, so I got this wallpaper. What do you say about it? Comments me in comment section. This ROM is amazing ROM. Well, there are few bugs. If you want to read the bugs, you need to read the video description. Well, the One UI 8 portrait ROM is working very fine on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra Exynos chipset only. Good news for those who use the Samsung DeX on the Samsung Galaxy mobile phone. The Samsung DeX is working fine with this port. Yes, ROM is coming pre-rooted. No need to root the ROM. ROM is coming with the kernel SU Next, the rooted application. You can have any modules you like to have it on your mobile phone. So now I am going to reflash the ROM to show how to flash this port on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. You have to unlock the bootloader first. In case if you don't know how to unlock the bootloader, you can watch my video, tutorial video, link provided in my this video description. I have uploaded a tutorial video properly unlocking bootloader of the Galaxy mobile phone, so we can get the custom recovery easily. Yes, watch that video. It will help you if you are not having an unlocked bootloader. You need to check the mobile phone battery. It must be charged. In case if the battery is below 30%, then you have to charge the mobile phone battery. Whatever data you have on the mobile phone, WhatsApp data, your pictures, your videos, or recent call list, SMS, all will be formatted. Make a backup definitely, otherwise the data will get formatted. Turn off the lock screen by selecting swipe. If you are using Samsung account, must remove the Samsung account, otherwise the custom recovery will not get flash. Sync your Google account, then must remove it to avoid issues. Well, your mobile phone must be updated to the latest stock firmware. If you have done these things, simply power off the mobile phone. So friends, this is my downloaded folder and I have downloaded all the files. Like I am keeping the earliest versions of the ArtisanROM also. Well, you can see I have the 3.0.0 which was the initial release, then 3.0.5, 3.0.6 and the last one was 3.1.0 and now I got 3.1.1. So today I'm going to reflash this version 3.1.1. But let me tell you, actually the 3.1.1 ROM file is not available on the internet. We cannot straightly download this latest version from the internet. In case if you want to know how to download or how to update, you have to flash 3.1.0 first. The flashing procedure of the 3.1.0 or 3.1.1 same. Just follow the method. I'm flashing the 3.1.1. If you are flashing the ArtisanROM official release, then you have to download the 3.1.0. I will provide the link of this version. Download it, flash it, and in case if you want to update from the 3.1.0 to 3.1.1, I will provide tutorial video link in my this video description. You can watch that video. You can update the ArtisanROM from 3.1.0 and to 3.1.1. Well, I already did that and I was having this file, so I save it. And today I am going to reflash this version. And yes, we have to download the TWRP recovery pack also, which is currently for the 985F and 986B. Download the Odin also in case if you are not having the Samsung Invite USB driver. Link provided, download it and install it on your Windows. So Windows will detect the mobile phone. So first we have to extract the Odin in same folder, right? Then open the extracted folder of the Odin by double clicking on it and then open the Odin by double clicking on it. Click OK on this pop-up window. The Odin will open. On the Odin, click AP slot, go to the downloaded folder where you have saved all the files and double click to select the ArtisanROM TWRP recovery pack by double clicking on it. Odin is ready. Coming back towards my mobile phone. Always use a good quality of data cable. Check the other side of the data cable must be connected with computer. Check the mobile phone, it must be totally power off. Boot the phone into Odin mode by pressing and holding the volume up key, volume down key. Connect the cable with the mobile phone. You will see a warning screen. Immediately release both keys, right? So press the volume up key once to boot the phone into Odin mode. Well, you can see that the KG state showing checking. In case if you see KG state showing something else like pre-normal, something else, then I will provide video link in my video description. You can watch that video how to convert KG state from pre-normal to checking. The KG state must show checking on the Odin mode screen, otherwise the recovery will not get flashed. If you try to flash the recovery or flashing the recovery, every time you will get an error. The phone is connected with the computer, booted already into Odin mode. On the Odin screen, go to options, untick the auto reboot, go back to lock, click start to start flashing the recovery file. When you see pass message in green color means done. Exit the Odin, go back to the downloaded folder and coming back towards the mobile phone. Because I untick the auto reboot, that is why the phone still booted into Odin mode. Now we have to boot the phone into TWRP from the Odin mode. Check the data cable must be connected, right? Press and hold the volume up key, volume down key and power key. When mobile phone restart, first release the volume down key. Okay. When mobile phone vibrates or Samsung logo appears, release the power key. And after 5 seconds, release the volume up key. The phone will definitely boot into TWRP. You can see that. First thing first, tap wipe, tap format data, type YES and tap here. When done, go back to main screen, tap reboot and tap recovery. Recovery got back and I will come back to my computer screen. So in my case, I have the file, the OTA update file. Well, you can see that the internal storage got pop up on my computer screen. Now going back to my downloaded folder, So I have the 3.1.1 file because I updated from the 3.1.0. That is why I saved the file which was downloaded on my internal storage. But in your case, if you are not having the OTA updated file, which is around like 5.2 GB file, so you can copy the 3.1.0. After copying it, flushing it, then you can update the ROM to 3.1.1. Well, in my case, I got the file, so I will copy the 3.1.1 from the downloaded folder. Then I will go back to my internal storage of the mobile phone and I will paste the file on the internal storage. So I got the ROM file on my internal storage and I am done from the computer. Disconnect the data cable from the mobile phone. Then press the power button and unlock the recovery screen, tap settings, then go to the third menu and make the screen time auto maximum, go back to the main screen, tap wipe, tap advanced wipe, select Dalvik Art, cache. I have selected these partitions. I want to have neat and clean flushing, right? Then swipe to wipe it. When done, go back to the main screen, tap install and select the file 3.1.1 in my case. And in your case, if you are not having this one, you can select the 3.1.0. Tap to select the file and then swipe to start flushing it. Now the flushing will take a time. We have to wait here. Finally, flushing got completed. You can see that, right? Now, usually I got messages that after flushing the ROM is not start booting. It is like boot loop stop on the Samsung logo. In this case, if you are having this issue every time, just after the flushing ROM, tap wipe cache Dalvik, swipe to wipe it. When done, go back, then tap reboot system now. I do face sometimes this issue. I always wipe and cache after flushing the ROM. Now the phone will stick on the Samsung logo or Samsung Galaxy logo for a while. Then it will start booting to the latest port of the One UI 8. The first boot will take little bit time. Once again, we have to wait. Finally, first boot completed. I will complete the setup screen. Galaxy Note 20 Ultra finally updated to the One UI 8 ported ROM, the latest version. The new look, the new wallpaper, new icons, new QS panel now on your Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. These are the default applications coming with the ROM. The ROM is pre-rooted. I will go to settings and Galaxy AI, modes and routines. Many features and available with the One UI 8. If I go to the about phone, same model N985F/DS, both IMEI numbers present. I will tap software information and the phone is showing right now One UI version 8.0, Android 16, Play System update. You can see 1st May 2025. And the basement version provided, kernel version, and the build number, if you can see, version is the latest one, 3.1.21. Getting help from my videos? Do not forget to like the video, keep sharing it. Do not forget to subscribe my channel also. See you next time. Bye bye.